Hello there and happy Father's Day from the Soul Sister channel. My name is Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today, June 16th through Saturday, June the 22nd. And this week's video is entitled Fake News. Now, before I get to that, we do have a number of energy shifts this week, starting with today. Venus is moving into Cancer. Tomorrow, Mercury moves into Cancer. Thursday is the summer solstice, and the sun moves into Cancer. And also the 19th is Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth. So a lot going on this week, a lot of shifting, but how did it go last week? Because remember last week I was talking about this Neptune and Pisces energy and how contentious it is going to be or was. Well, guess what, folks? It's back. So whatever we experienced last week, guess what? We get more of the same this week with a little added sprinkling of Cancer energy, which could go either way. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Cancer first. Cancer is the mother. She is the nurturing. She is support. She is family oriented. She wants to take care of the other. That is this energy. It's a feminine energy. It is a cardinal energy, so she likes to start things and think of creative ideas. It's also feminine energy, of course, so she's more receptive. So this is the energy that we're working with. And for Father's Day, it's kind of the polar opposite, where the Cancer energy is very receptive and receiving. The energy of Father's Day is very action-oriented and out there. Outer world, masculine outer world, Cancer inner world. So let's get back to it. Okay, so this week is a perfect week for inner work, and for self-care. That is what we need to be focused on this week. We've been working a long time, hopefully, on learning who we truly are, getting comfortable with that, even if it's pretty weird and different, embracing it, and then expressing it in the outer world. So we've been working on that, and this week is just a continuation of the exam from last week, because we have a number of contentious connections with Pisces and Neptune, which means on the positive side, this is a great time to work on our meditation, being in the quiet and centering, really getting in touch with the all, the whole, getting a feel for that, becoming part of that, experiencing that. The veil is thin, so we can really experience our spirituality this week if we choose to make it a priority. And that means that we do take the time every day to do our meditation, whatever that looks like to us. And then we continually come from love, abundance, and gratitude. We just beat that into our heads so that whatever situation we're dealing with this week, we can come from that place of being balanced and centered. And then with the Cancer energy, that's all about self-care. And if we, there's some of us, the Oracle card today was interesting because, some of us think that if we deny ourselves and we just put ourselves out there for everyone else, that we are holier, or we are better, or we're the martyr, right? That's not how it works. That's a big myth. It's a big delusion. Because here's how it really works. Yes, we are here to serve others. We are here for selfless service, but we have to take care of ourselves first. We are the priority. And if we don't take care of ourselves first, you know the cliche, we're not going to be able to take care of anyone else. And if we aren't taking care of ourselves, we're going to find ourselves becoming physically ill so that the universe makes us take a time out and pay attention to caring for ourselves. And that is what this week is about. Making sure we care for ourselves. Making sure that we embrace and express who we truly are and not compromise that. Because that is our work this week. It's inner work, quiet, listening, creative ideas, things like that. Because here's what's going on in the outer world. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. With all these Neptune and Pisces connections, we continue on. You know, Pisces is our spirituality and it's our addictions. So if we aren't prioritizing quiet and centering and balancing this week, we're going to be tossed and turned by the outer world. They're coming at us just like they did last week with a little extra dose of that Cancer energy used negatively, which is all about manipulation and control, as is Pisces, telling stories, changing the facts just a little bit to fit what I wanted my story to be. And the outer world is going to come at us again this week with their crazy fantasies, trying to get us to buy in to their story. They aren't honoring us. They want to compromise us so that they feel a little bit better themselves, whatever that means. That is going to happen all week long. Now we have these great ideas. We've come up with these great solutions to these problems that we haven't been able to solve, and now we're having new ideas. We want to get going. We want to share our ideas, but the outer world is not into that at all this week, because guess what? The energy is such that the outer world is really pummeling us and making our infrastructures crumble if they aren't strong. So for instance, we have a job and it's okay. It's not what we really want to do. Actually, we really hate it. We hate going to work every day. God, we just hate it. But it puts the food on the table and it's not too hard. And guess what? We aren't embracing and expressing who we truly are in our work. So this week, something might happen to that job to where all of a sudden it's not there anymore. The outer world is going to help us find the door to our inner selves this week by pummeling us so much that we just slam the door to keep the outer world out so we can have our peace and quiet. This is going to go on all week until the end of the week. The end of the week on Friday, it does let up a little bit. We have our summer solstice on Thursday. It's the culmination. It's the longest day of the year. It's akin to the full moon, to where everything that we have been working on for the past year comes to fruition and blossoms. That's the symbol of the summer solstice. So it's the most light. And that's how we're going to find the light within ourselves when we quiet and center and meditate and get in touch with that. Because it's not happening out there, baby. Oh no. Oh no. So watch out for the outer world. Outer world is not our friend this week. Stay close to the vest and do our work just like last week, and really, really focus on self-care and meditation and getting in touch with who we truly are. That is our work this week. Whatever ideas, great ideas we've come up with and we've been journaling, we're going to put those on the back burner until the energy is there to better support them. So that is our week ahead. We do have, let's see, we have on Friday, we finally come out of this Piscean. It's so murky and delusional. Oh, and I forgot to say, with this outer world pummeling us this week, like it's tending to do, our first reaction might be to go to one of our addictions if we haven't been working on our spiritual practices, because it is the same energy. So if we're feeling unworthy, if we're feeling lack or anything like that, we might just run right to that refrigerator, to that party bag of M&Ms, or to that drink, or to those drugs, or whatever our addiction is. We all know what it is that we go to when we're out of balance. And it does give us instant gratification, but boy, it doesn't last very long, does it? And then we're right back where we were. So our opportunity this week is, instead of running to our addictions, to run to ourself in quiet and centering and being part of the whole. Challenge, but we can do it. So now on Friday, it gets a little bit better. It lightens up a little bit. We have Mercury in Cancer, sextile Mars in Taurus. So we're looking for good. This is if we have some ideas that we've been putting on the back burner, the energy might be there on Friday to bring them off the burner and present them. If they're practical, if they offer security. Cancer's all about security and service. And then Taurus is all about earthy, so it's practical, it's effective, I can see it. It's not this idea in la la land. I can see it and I can see how it works. If we've got something like that on Friday, we have an opportunity to present that and see if we can get some buy-in for that, some ownership for that. And then on Saturday, we have the Sun in Cancer in conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. So this is all about if we are trying to bring out who we truly are, express our true selves, we might get kickback. Others may not like us to be who we truly are. The Sun in Cancer, again, is about safety, security, inclusiveness, nurturing, assistance. So it can look like maybe on Saturday we see someone and we're like, oh, they need that. I'm going to do that for them because I know they need that. We have a tendency to do that. And we haven't talked to the other person. We don't actually know what they need or don't need. We've come up with it in our own heads and we know what they need. So we go out and we start trying to control and manipulate the situation and offer someone advice or something that they didn't ask for. So on Saturday, don't be giving out advice unless you're asked. Not to our partner, not to our friends or family, co-workers, or anyone. Actually, you should keep that rule all the time. Don't offer advice if we're not asked. So if we keep that in mind on Saturday, we can have a very nice, warm date night and a very nice time with our friends. If we just remember to honor the other and their boundaries. because with this Cancer energy, boundaries tend to disappear, and so we have to put our boundaries up again, you know. So those are the things we're going to be working on this week. We're going to get started like we always do by becoming balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher selves by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. And then this week we will start our Sun in Cancer affirmation, which is as above, so below. I hold the entire universe within me, and from that space I grow and glow. Man, is that not the perfect affirmation for this week ahead? Working on the self and inner work and letting the outer world do its chaotic, crazy thing. So we'll take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun and Cancer affirmation. Let's take our first breath. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. We see it flowing out of our bodies, just flowing away to wherever it came from. In its place, we're being filled with this beautiful light, made up of white light, love, and goodwill. Not only does it fill our entire bodies, all of them, but it's also protecting us, deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to its source. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we will say our Sun in Cancer affirmation. As above, so below. I hold the entire universe within me, and from that space, I grow and glow. We'll say the affirmation. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. Let's say the affirmation together. As above, so below. I hold the entire universe within me, and from that space I grow and glow. Good, good. Oh man, that's perfect for this week. I know I already said it, but it's pretty perfect. So this week, inner work. Remember that. Let the outer world gyrate, whatever it's doing. We're going to work within. That is my advice, my sage advice, because it's not going to be pretty if we try to take on the outer world at all. So come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages, my whimsical, thought-provoking, weird, and beautiful memes. And please remember the keynote for the Soul Sister channel, because it's the magic of life. It's the magic answer, the magic elixir. Life is lived from the inside out. Make it a great week. Inner work. Outer no. Inner yes. Namaste.